On first down, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Brady now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 15 yards on the play, first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35-yard
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Pass. Complete to number 34. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good. For another.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you'd think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bears nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Now Drake. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Chris Boswell.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. With the 7. Here we go. Let's with the 7.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bears nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably... They should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now Brady again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
5 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over.
26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout.
Complete to Kenyon Drake.
7 seconds left in the first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
That's the end of the
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's third down.
the gun on third. Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And the Steelers.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Snell. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
From the 39, Brady. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Brady. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 6 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Ebron caught left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
Don't worry
He's
about
got
it.
a man wide open, complete. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Steelers 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Pittsburgh.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown,
pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.